Look, there's Growlithe. Growlithe is saying hello. Yes. I'm even more frustrated with the world today. It's great being me, I guess, sometimes. It's never great being me. Never great being me. So, I have recently gotten hit with a double whammy of sorts, and I initially was thinking, oh, this is fine. This isn't related to the intersex disorder. But I recently got told that I need to have some surgery done, minor surgery. I hope it was supposed to be minor. I don't know. I'm not getting the surgery, I don't think. But I have a cyst apparently connecting my belly button to my bladder. And it's been there most of my life. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it just started last year. There's been something wrong with my with that for a long time. Right, so that's bad news. Number one is it is highly recommended I get a procedure done. Issue number two is I don't have I don't know what's going on with Medicaid, but apparently I have been kicked off of Medicaid now, which that's fair. It's not fair, but it is. I'm just sitting here hoping that they paid off the bills that they were supposed to pay. I have no guarantee that they did that. So yeah. Anyways, I am still a student at BYU, Idaho, and I have the student healthcare plan because ironically the school for some reason wouldn't acknowledge I had Medicaid, so I've been paying for the student healthcare plan since day one, even though I had Medicaid. At least I had it. DMBA is the insurance group there, which they have been very they've been very kind to me. They've actually been the ones that I've been going through for physical therapy with. I have no clue how I'm going to continue physical therapy. My leg is in such a mess. That's another issue I don't want to think about. But, and it started icing on the roads and everywhere, so I'm gonna slip on ice one of these days. Yeah. Pisses me off. So, I should have that insurance until like the first week or two in January. The problem with what's going on is they will only cover 80%. Now, 80%'s a good number. But I have no way of paying the 20% off. Or the 20% that I would owe without Medicaid. So if I did go through and get the surgery, that's one thing, but I don't have the money immediately available to pay off the 20% for the surgeon, the 20% off for the space needed the space reserved to perform the surgery, and I don't have the 20% off because they're going to take this thing out and they're going to send it to pathology. I don't have the money to pay for to pay any of that off. And granted, the surgery, my portion that I would have to pay came out to like $260 or something. That's without including how much pathology is going to be, how much the space needed for the surgery is going to be. So there's issues there. I haven't made any decisions yet because I don't really know what I'm doing. The reason why even I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't trust anybody at this point, but I really need to have something done, is because there is a freaking hole in my belly button that when it goes, it starts spewing random stuff out. Yeah, it's gross, it's foul smelling, and when it starts spewing stuff, I end up with infections. And this last infection, I have not been able to shake it at all. I was on a really powerful antibiotic. I don't remember what it's called, but then they swabbed my belly button to see what was going on, and it came back with a highly resistant strain of what I'm going to assume is a Staph aureus infection, because I've had MRSA once before. Would not surprise me if I went and got MRSA again. I have not over the counter, topical, that's what I meant, topical. I have topical antibiotics gel that I actually ran out of. I have no insurance to pay for the new refill on it, so I can't use that. But that was only taking care of the infection on the outside. The infection on the inside is pretty bad. My abdomen hurts all the time. My back is starting to hurt all the time now. I piss a lot of blood right now. Like I said, every time that belly button goes, it's like 2 or 3 days after the belly button starts getting red and inflamed and spewing weird crap out that I end up urinating a lot of blood. I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. I know I need surgery, or this infection is gonna do me in this time. And the NBA has been really generous with saying that they'll pay for 80%. I don't have the other 20% to make up for it immediately. All of my money that I finally did secure a job, and all of the money that I'm going to be making for that is going into food. It's going into food. It's going into paying off a $10,000, well, $9,000 bill at a cosmetology school that I wasn't actually able to finish, because turns out one of my clients ended up stalking me and threatening me. And I did go to the police for that one, but the order of protection couldn't keep me away from my client. It would only say, yeah, this person can't give this person a haircut or any service. But they can go to somebody else, and given what that person was sending me and saying, I was just like, I talked to the advisor over there, and we all agreed that it was safer for me to drop and work somehow to pay off that bill. So yeah, a lot of my money's going into paying that off, so I don't have a lot of money to deposit towards a surgery that I don't know is, I don't even know if the surgery is going to find something else that I need to worry about. I'm well aware some stuff isn't good internally, and I have no guarantee that the surgery isn't going to pop up and say, oh, and by the way, you also need surgery for this eventually, or you need surgery for that, or something else is gonna go wrong and you need surgery for that. I'm not in a good spot right now, and I'm well aware of it. But I haven't made any decisions yet, so I'm not scheduled for surgery until the 19th, so I'm hoping something can sort of work out somewhere that I can have the surgery, because I'm not doing too hot without the surgery, and I'm gradually getting worse and worse as the days go on. It's even more so concerning because I was assuming that I would have insurance to cover the topical medicine, but I don't, and so now I'm like, yeah, this isn't a good situation. So, and the surgeon didn't seem at all surprised when he told me what type of cyst it was, and then it came out that, oh yeah, when you're in there, if you're going in there, you might find this undescended testicle. And he's like, oh, you might have you have one of those? And I said, well, they think I do. And he's like, oh, well, that makes sense then. How does that make sense? Well, you've got some urology issues here, and the two tend to sometimes go hand in hand with each other. Oh, okay. So turns out it may or may not be related to my intersex condition. But it is an update in the life of an intersex individual, so I'm throwing it in there. So, yay, fun.